Hey guys, Ultimate Toy Collector here. Today we're going to take a look at Mezco's new, I guess this would be Deluxe Thundercats Classic Mega Scale Lion-O and Snarf. Now, Lion-O is being re-released with his trusty companion, Snarf. The original one didn't have it. This one does. So this is for ages 15 and up. These figures are about 14 inches, some of them a little less. We previously looked at Tigra. Tigra was about 13 and a half inches, but Lion-O will be about 14 inches, especially with that massive do up there. Now he's a leader of the Thundercats. I was a huge fan of the Thundercats back in the day, growing up as a kid, watched them all the time. So I'm really happy to see we are getting a classic line of Thundercat figures, especially this larger scale. Now, Mezco is known for their rotocast figures, and this is a rotocast Lion-O and Snarf, meaning that they're hollowed out, kind of like a vinyl hollowed out figure. And it has limited articulation, but the detail is amazing. Not overly detailed, but not under detailed. And the paint apps on this are outstanding. All right, so let's take a look at the box. The box is collector friendly with a open window box where you can see everything inside of there. We have an image on the front here of the Thundercats, on the side also. Let's turn that so you can see. So we turn that there. See, we got Tigra, Chitara, Panthro, Lion-O, and Snarf right there. Love this classic imaging on the side here. And then we turn it on the back, and that's what we got. This is what we're getting in the package. Looks incredibly awesome. On the side here is just the basic Thundercats emblem. All right, so you could pick this up now, Big Bad Toy Store. I will leave the link in the description of the video, so you can click on it, head on over to Big Bad Toy Store, check them out, and let's open this bad boy up. Take a look. All right, so here's our classic mega scale Lion-O from Mezco, rotocast, about 14 inches, and it comes with a little cute, not so cuddly because he's rotocast, but Snarf. Take a look at him here. They did a great job on Snarf. Kind of reminds me of one of my daughter's bath toys, but not in a bad way. I will slap this guy right up on my shelf and love him just for, and Lion-O fell. Not sure how that happened. So maybe Lion-O wants all the attention instead of Snarf. So this is a perfect example of placing, foot placing on your Lion-O figure. All right. So put Snarf right here. You still see him. Before we get into that, he comes with several accessories, which I love. Here's his gauntlet. It pops right off and goes right on his hand. So we will do that. Now here is his trusty sword. By the Eye of Thundara. So we have a smaller version there, and then once it expands and he gets all his power. So that being said, now let's take a look at the figure. All right. So right here, look at that mane, his trusty mane. Great job on the hair. Love it. Take a look at those eyes. The detail on his figure is amazing. It's not overly detailed as we saw with Tigra, but there's just enough detail. And I think actually Lion-O has more detail than Tigra. It has that texturized kind of look on his shoulders and his elbows, up around the neck, even on the abs there, other shoulders. Texturized because, you know, Lion-O is, like his name says, a lion, and he's supposed to be kind of furry. The legs there, excellent etching in the muscles, especially you can look here in the quads. Looks like Lino's been working out all over the rest of his body too. Very impressive. The paint apps. Let's take a look at the paint apps. So look at the face. The paint is very clean. We have a clean look here. Even the eyes, the mouth, very clean, not blotchy. Now we have kind of like a wash over his armor, which would kind of take away from any smudges that you might see. So you really don't see any smudges on there. There at the waist, even further down. Let's take a look at the boots. Now the boots are a different color and texture than the rest of the armor here, but no real smudges there. There is a smudge right here on his crotch though. It's the only smudge that I see. So we'll turn him around, take a look. This boy's been doing some pull-ups and he likes to fall over. So let's take a look at his back here. Again, you can see the texturized sculpting on the arms, back of the neck, arms over here. Again, Lino's been doing some squats. Let's move Snarf because that just doesn't look right. And then the back of the legs here. Nice etching. There's a little paint rub right here under the buttocks. Not bad. Overall, paint apps, good on the figures, especially up by the head, the face, the upper body area, all the main spots. The paint apps are pretty outstanding. So let's get into the overall articulation of the figure. Let me remove his blade, his dagger. All right. So first thing we're going to do, let's take a look at the head. The head's on a ball joint. You can spin it all the way around. Total Exorcist style. Up and down, side to side. Good articulation on the head. All right, shoulders, hinge shoulders up here. So we can get those just about so. And straight down to the side. We have cuts in the elbow / forearm area on both sides. This hand is in a gripped position so that he can hold his sword, and this is in a fist position. This one we can actually pop off, and a little tight. There we go. Now here we have our gloved one. Looks pretty good on him. I definitely like that look. All right. Now he has some articulation in the waist to actually spin him all the way around. The belt might look like it comes off, but it is one piece to the lower torso, so you can't take that off there. Now there's no ball joints in the hips. This is all sculpted. And let's see, we do have cuts in the calf area here. So, his stance is mainly how it is. You can just kind of play with it a little bit with the calf area where you can kind of balance him a little better. You do have to kind of be careful when you pose these figures because of the limited articulation. You're not dealing with Pizza Spidey or McFarlane Spidey or even some of the 1/12 figures. You're dealing with a figure that's this size, limited articulation, but the posability is good for what it is. Like I said, rotocast, hollowed out, so if it falls, you really don't have to worry about it like shattering, but it still is a good thing not to kind of drop them. So you got Snarf there. Let's take a look at our Snarf guy. So Snarf will still kind of just hang out here. The accessories I do like. Let's get this in his hand. Be careful when you're putting his accessories into his hand. You don't want to rip off some of the paint. It is a little tight fitting, so I don't know if you want to use a blow dryer to kind of loosen it up a little bit. Not totally necessary, but if you don't want to chance any paint rub you might want to. So here's his sword, and you see it's a pretty big sword, especially compared to this one. So you could pose him however you might want to, and I think Lion-O is definitely one of my favorite figures. I do want to find Chitara and even Panthro. So here you guys go. This is the Mega Scale Lion-O from Mezco. Thanks for checking me out, guys. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, The Ultimate Toy Collector. Check out the link in the description of the video. Take you to Big Bad Toy Store where you can pick up your own Lion-O and Snarf. And like the video, share it, leave me a comment in the description. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about these larger scale Thundercat figures from Mezco. Let me know what you want to see down the line from them. They're doing some amazing things. I know I, for one, would love to see G.I. Joe. Some of the other classic figures, they do a lot of amazing classic work. So like the video, share it, leave me a comment, subscribe, and until next time, guys, happy hunting.
Be sure to check out www.bigbadtoystore.com.